Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys still unblemished to start the year, a perfect 6-0 heading into this one. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Prescott steps away. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January. He could very well walk away with the MVP.
met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Oh, good move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. But look at Washington as they come onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think,
there he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They juked him. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Commanders' defensive unit making their way back out. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Let's see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Prescott steps away to his left. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A gain of
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now Prescott. Finds Pickens out right. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 12 yards.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. David Montgomery, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down, Commanders.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll take this to the 46. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
And the Commanders' first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 81 yards on the kickoff return. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Able to slither by.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Merritt, the ball carrier. Savon Rebel on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards.
Right back to him on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Marshawn Leland on the stop.
To throw is Daniels.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42.
And the Washington first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now Daniels.
This will be caught by Brown. just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
Here's Daniels. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Commanders.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To the air goes Daniels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
At the 8-yard line.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers it on the scoreboard.
Aubrey now for the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
130 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And the Commanders' first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
No gain on the
So
play.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Give it up just on their side of midfield, and yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold him. Because we're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold him here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Play action, now it's Daniels. Catch is made by Hardman. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Cowboys.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Daniels. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A 26-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Washington defense getting ready. They had a clean slate last time defensively, forcing that super long field goal that was no good.
And from experience, I can tell you that, yeah, you want to block any type of a field goal attempt, but I don't know if you go all out at that distance. You send someone to the kicker to make sure to actually execute it, but you really play for a fake. You don't want to get beat that way and just play the odds, and the odds were in their favor, and the miss did occur.
To throw is Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Daniels looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Lane. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Completes it to Hardman. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Locates Hardman for another catch. They'll empty the backfield. A 5-receiver set on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that? Big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Raiders in the AFC West. And this is Hollywood Brown. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He had it working. This, one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. The Eagles get the W by 2 touchdowns. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's the second-year signal caller, Caleb Williams. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Bears improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarter here in the month of September.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Second and 11. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
And it's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Washington first down.
Play fake. Daniels. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Commander defense back out there as they get set for this next drive.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
2nd and 6.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Little short pass here to Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
We get a glance at the Washington defense as they head back out there.
They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest.
Defensively.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Right back to him on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
And the Washington 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
To throw is Daniels.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up second.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Off the option, that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
It's complete. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
Commanders 26.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing. Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Prescott now.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Hardman on the return.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
They go play action. Daniels.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Commanders first down.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And it is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down, Washington.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
First down, Washington.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Marcus Epps.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott to throw. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. That escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
Little short pass here to Hill.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders have taken a fourth quarter lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
There's 33. Cowboys 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 5. A little under 2.5 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead. Can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Looking to put a drive together. Prescott from the gun.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Cowboys.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
49-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Left side to Lamb. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. To throw, Prescott. incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Dak. Going right back to Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Montgomery on the counter. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2.
Second down, goal to go.
Brings up second and
Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run for the Montgomery.
Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
a loss of a yard. Brings up fourth and goal.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They give it off here to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Edwards.
And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Gravity Lions.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Commanders,
their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.